Hey guys, this is Paul, and welcome to Common Touch of Fantasy. Today we have another review. Today's review is The Last Colony by John Scalzi. It is book number 3 in the Old Man's War saga. I read this by audiobook. The narrator was William DeFries, and once again he did amazing. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 with a 20 out of 25 possible score. Not quite a 5-level book. If it would have gotten a 21, it would have gotten a 5 from me, but it just got to 20. So the plot was a 4, characters were a 4, the setting and world building was a 4, the writing style was a 4, the heart and mind aspect was a 4. The type of story this is a space opera science fiction story. Alright, so short summary, we have John Perry, hero from the previous books, and Jane Sagan, hero from the previous books as well, together living on a colony named Huckleberry. They've been the administrators for that colony for quite some time now. Their adopted daughter Zoe is with them, but then one of the leaders of the CDF comes to their door and says, hey, we need people to run the new colony that we're making. It's a little bit of a different colony. We're taking members from each of the existing colonies already and creating a new colony. So they accept this job as the new leaders of this colony. It's called Roanoke. And as soon as everyone arrives at this new colony, they realize that what the CDF has told them has been a little vague and a little mysterious, and they're pretty ignorant of actually what's going on. And then the story begins, and it's about survival, who to trust, intergalactic politics, and a small colony just trying to stay alive. Alright, so why should you guys read this book? First off, the Old Man's War series and John Scalzi is one of the most fun science fiction books and series out there. The series is fun because Scalzi writes these serious situations, but he has humorous characters in them. So no writer for me is really able to capture the spontaneity of a well-delivered, like a true-to-life, a very wisecrack type of line. And during these stressful situations, Scalzi just delivers. And the characters of John Perry and Jane Sagan, they just let their opinion be known. And there's not much like of a filter with them. It's pretty cool. His protagonist needs to keep the readers on their toes, and it's just a lot of fun. You smile a lot during this book. The thing that The Last Colony and the Old Man's War series does really well is that there's a lot of twists and turns in the plot. Scalzi sets up one major plot, and everyone goes down that path. But then that plot will venture off to the left and venture off to the right, and there's twists and turns. And it's just a lot of fun. And it's so much fun to just see where the plot is going to go, because after you read a few of these, you kind of expect there to be something new, some new conflict that just pops up that makes the book exciting. And then each chapter will end with kind of like a mystery almost, and it makes you want to go to the next chapter. In a lot of speculative fiction, sometimes you can kind of guess what the plot is going to do, kind of guess what's going to happen. But in Scalzi's works, you really can't guess really what's going to happen. And the last reason why you should read this is that the political issues and the social issues that are in The Last Colony are perfect to compare and contrast with our own political and social issues in our own world. John Perry, he tries to make the solutions to the problems, and he uses a lot of critical thinking. And we in the real world should be using more critical thinking as well, and not making brash decisions or decisions based off of stereotypes or intolerance. John Perry is all about coming up with a solution that benefits everybody. And it's really cool to watch him try to figure out the conflict and the resolution. Scalzi, through these characters, is trying to teach us how to be more tolerant, how to be more mature in our reasoning, and to think outside the box. Now, I would definitely vote for John Perry if he ran for political office in our real world. I just think he is an extremely intelligent, but also just down to earth, common sense type of guy. Okay, so why would you not like this book? There's one main reason why you might not like this book, and that's because The Last Colony is full of happenstance. The reader of The Last Colony has to have kind of a suspension of disbelief while reading, because sometimes things just kind of happen and they work out for John Perry and the colony. And honestly, it's the ineptness of the enemies, and sometimes it's just not that believable. If it was our real world, nobody would be that inept. It's kind of annoying, but if you just kind of ignore it and just kind of go with it and try kind of look past that, it's fine. But that's the main drawback. So if you're looking for a light science fiction read with fun characters and exciting plot that you never really know what's going to happen, then The Last Colony and Old Man's War series is definitely for you. I would recommend the entire series, and I definitely recommend The Last Colony. I personally am going to skip Zoe's Tale. I really don't care for Zoe's character, and it's a retelling of The Last Colony, so that really doesn't interest me all that much. But I'm currently listening to The Human Division right now, and it is very good. Scalzi is a great storyteller, and if you like writers like that, you would probably like this as well. Alright, so this has been a review for The Last Colony by John Scalzi, Old Man's War, book number 3. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a good night, and I will talk to you soon. Please subscribe, like, and comment, and I will talk to you soon.